What's up, guys? So this is currently how the car is sitting. As you can see, I did a thing, put some yellow fog lights on there, give it a little bit more of a JDM vibe. I kind of like it. But yeah, this is how she's sitting. She's off to the shop to get the subframe reinforced, get the rod bearings replaced. I am at quite high mileage, so I think it is time to get the rod bearings replaced. So in case anyone's wondering what I'm going with, so I'm going with the Powerflex Black subframe bushings, the Redish motorsports subframe kit, and some Revshift 80A differential bushings. So the 80A is important because I didn't want too much whine from the diff. So I've read that the 80A doesn't give that much whine. So I'm hoping that is the case, I don't get screwed over. So these are just the motor mounts, and back there is the oil pan gasket. So hopefully all goes well. Probably shouldn't be doing that when I'm about to go get my rod bearings changed, but you know, it's nice weather. I say, why not, you know? Enjoy life. I am literally just trying to get to my shop, man. Literally just trying to get to my shop, and like, look at this shit. I'm gonna be stuck in that soon.
2 days later.
Alright, what's up, guys? So I just picked up the car after getting its subframe reinforced, the bushings, subframe bushings, diff bushings replaced, and getting the rod bearings replaced. And I gotta say, right off the bat, the car's rear end feels so much stiffer. Like, it's unbelievable how much of a difference changing out old bushings can really do to a car. Granted, I was a pretty high mileage, the bushings were really old, so obviously that's gonna play a factor, but damn, it really makes a huge difference. I had a pretty bad diff clunk going on every time I shifted, and that is completely gone now. So big shout out to Revshift bushings. So yeah, my car is at pretty high mileage, so I'll throw up a couple of pictures right now of what the subframe looked like. There were a couple of cracks that were replaced. It's pretty substantial cracks, so I'm glad I was able to get that done. I know a lot of people say to get the subframe reinforced, and some people out there are saying it's a myth, that not all of them are gonna be cracked. It's not a myth, guys. If you have an E46 M3, get the subframe reinforced. All right, like, it's no joke. No matter what mileage you are at, I highly recommend you get your subframe reinforced. Also, if you guys remember, I was kind of hesitant with getting poly diff bushings, mostly because I didn't want any NVH added to the car, any whine or diff noise. So I went with the 80A, mostly because used on the E46 Fanatics forum. Shout out to you. You really convinced me to get the 80A, and you reassured me that there wasn't going to be any diff noise coming or any whine from the diff. So if you guys notice, I'm going 120, which is about 65-70 miles an hour, and you guys obviously might not be able to hear it, but there is absolutely no diff noise coming from the back. It's as stock. It feels just stock. So if you guys are looking for a diff bushing upgrade and you don't want to go full poly, and you don't want to go back to the OEM because you can't really change out the OEM diff bushings, you gotta get the diff cover replaced. I highly suggest you guys look out for the Revshift 80A bushings because they feel just like OEM. So I'm really glad I went with that. So while I sit here in traffic, I'll quickly tell you guys about the rod bearings that I had replaced. So I know for a fact that this car had its rod bearings placed under warranty very early in its life, but I still thought it was a good idea to get them changed, especially at 263,000 kilometers, right? So just for reference, while the car has been under my ownership, which is about 5 years, I have always changed the oil for every 5 to 7,000 kilometers, and I've waited for the oil temperature to get up to temperature before really getting on the car. Even with all that, the rod bearings were in need of changing. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures to show you guys, but I was assured that the rod bearings, they did show some wear, and they were definitely in need of replacing. So I'm glad I did that. Hopefully with these new bearings, I won't have to change them again in my ownership experience. So yeah, I feel assured now that this engine at least won't be spinning any bearings, so there's that to look forward to. But big thank you and shout out to Rocco and his team at R&P Motors. I don't know of any other mechanic or garage that would dedicate 2 full days to knock out my subframe and rod bearing job. If you know anything about that shop and you're in the GTA area, you know that they do fantastic work, and like I said, the turnaround time on this was amazing. They knocked out this job in 2 full days. I know him and his team spent, I think, 12-hour days on this, and I'm very appreciative of them. So yeah, if you are in the GTA area or anywhere really, please take a look at R&P Motors if you need anything done to your BMW or European automobile. But thank you guys for watching. I know this video is kind of random and it's kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to share my experience with getting my subframe reinforced and rod bearings done on my E46. It's springtime, it's beautiful outside, so hopefully more videos to come of my car. And thanks for watching again. I'll catch you guys next time. All right, take care.